valuables. We're going to get into my protective cage over here. And we're going to introduce you here.
I'll say Lindsay. Okay. Your card.
Lisa Berry, Briana Buckmaster, and Kim Rose! What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad girl, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad girl, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad girl, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Welcome to my home, Vancouver. Thank you.
Well, that's a big house.
Hi.
Is this your living room?
Is this my living room? I asked Jeeves to bring in some extra chairs.
Oh, jeez.
He works so hard.
Oh, jeez.
You know Jeeves.
I know Jeeves.
Yeah.
Why is Robot Borja blue? Tama Diva 2. Okay, I was afraid you enjoyed the blue.
He's chewing the blueberry bubble gum.
Come on, that was right there.
Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. I love that.
I like it.
All right, ladies, have fun.
Bye. Okay,
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good boys, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. This microphone is stinky. I know, you have your own brand new one.
Rich isn't here. Who
Oh,
was
these chairs are
it?
comfortable.
But they don't spin.
I know.
I feel like they should spin. Don't spin. They're also slippery.
I know. And I'm wearing like some satin.
Just a heads up on that.
That'll be my out if I don't have the answer to a question.
I make the mistake.
Oh, I just
you
think
don't
I'm
have to.
staticky now. Lisa's like, are these girls going to shut up soon?
I love them.
No.
No, not at all. No.
You guys met Lisa Berry? Exactly. You should have seen my excitement. I didn't read my schedule last night, so when she was walking here, I was like, oh my God, you're in the panel with us! Overly excited. Also eaten a lot of gummy bears today. You guys know, if you've listened to the podcast, why I do that. Should I? No. Ow! That's how that conversation goes in my head.
Like edibles?
How's everybody feeling? Cute. I know you guys on the sides think you're going to ask questions, but you're not, so. Okay, fine. Hi.
Hey guys. My question is mainly for Kim because you did it, but like all of you can answer it as well as one.
Oh, we will.
And I know you have the podcast now, Lisa. You have your emails, like what's it called, the letters. Yeah. But I was wondering if you'd ever consider doing the goodnight stories as well, again, because I absolutely love those. Even though, like in Europe, you can't watch those live, but so.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. I have a kid who needs actual goodnight stories still. And by the time I'm done getting her asleep, I go to bed. And so I'm like, I always have the best intentions and I really want to read more stories and and then it's 9 o'clock and even if I go to sleep right fucking now, I will still only have about 6 hours of sleep because she gets up at ass crack of not even dawn yet. So the reason you don't have any more bedtime stories is because I just haven't gotten my shit together. It isn't because I'm not doing them anymore. It's just because I want to. And I love you and I love what they represent, but yeah, well, I need to do that again, I promise. At some point.
Hi.
I was wondering if you guys have a favorite moment on set.
Let me just get this quick call.
Hold on a second.
Favorite moment on set? I mean, yes, is the answer.
You can tell us.
I suppose you want a specific answer.
I'll go first.
Thank you.
I'll go first. Favorite episode is my first episode just because it was jam-packed with so many awesome things that I got to do, and I was on set for the first time and on the show for the first time. And I was just really excited to be there. So that's why.
You're next, Kim.
No. I fucking love every second. I am blessed enough to be on that set. I'm like, I gotta think about it. Wait, the question was, do I? Nope. I love them all. I fucking hate that show! So there! Shut up, show! Your stupid set with your delicious catering that I never take advantage of ever! And those boys! So unattractive! I never think of them ever late at night! When I'm alone, by myself, doing nothing! Thank you so much for your question. Hello.
Hi. I want to ask, what is the first thing? What is the thing that you remember that you were a fan?
We got you. We're not going anywhere. Things that we thought of. Take a little break.
What was the first thing you remember that you were a fan of, or that you really loved?
What were we fans of first in our lives? Jonathan Taylor Thomas. It's so funny because I don't know why. Sometimes when people talk to me about conventions or ask me about it, or even before I started going to the conventions, I was like, I don't think I've ever been a fan of anything except, no. And literally no eyes, because my mom, she's trying to like get a bunch of my old shit out of the family house, and she sent me a fucking portfolio that I had kept just of cutouts from like Tiger Beat magazine. And I remember my wall was plastered, and I used to draw pictures of him and I together. Yeah, and I
Practice signing your name with his last
yes,
name.
of course. And I wrote a song about him. I posted it at some point on Instagram. Do you want to hear it?
Obviously.
I don't know if I can get through it. I never knew how falling in love would feel. I never knew I could have an obsession so real. I could hold it in my hand so tight and call out.
Keep going.
I was 11. And call out your name at night. There's a bridge.
Because you guys can't see your face because it's covered by the microphone. Your face is so awesome right now.
I look at your picture every day. Your smoking blue eyes just take my breath away. There's a chorus. If God could answer my only prayer, that's the name of the song, it would be to know that you love and care, 'cause you're the man of my only dreams, out of reach, so it seems.
If I could stand up, I would.
I'm glad you guys, you have to get Jonathan Taylor Thomas to see what you all just recorded.
The joy of that is
I swear to God, I will give a kidney. I will have my uterus put back in so I can have your child. If you get that to Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Please.
The joke is just
Fishmas next year.
11-year-old me, and I know you guys didn't know me at 11, but she was a very different young girl, and just earnestly sitting at my little piano that was this big, and just like going, oh yeah, right, this is it. Oh, smoking blue.
What kind of blue, Briana?
Smoking blue eyes.
Yes!
Oh, just so earnest and endless. Oh, that made me laugh hard. Thank you. Does that answer your question? Next.
I didn't write a song for
That's
anybody.
fine. I don't think we all need to answer every single question, especially when I usurp it so heartily like that. My apologies.
But it was a good answer.
Also,
though.
like,
I appreciated that
yeah.
song. Did we not appreciate that song?
Oh, I'm tired now. This is what happens when I laugh really hard. I get tuckered out.
I will say my mom knitted me a scarf because Tom Baker was my first dog.
That's a lot of knitting.
My doctor. Well, I mean.
Hi.
Hi. So again, I'm repeating myself a lot. It's a question on behalf of a friend of mine. It's been asked to a lot of the cast. Since 2014, it's been recurringly asked, and I don't think any of you have answered it yet. But if you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
Oh, I've answered this question.
I was like, nobody's answered this question before? Tree of life. That's my favorite tree. I'm a tree person.
So that's why I knew for sure that you hadn't yet, because I've only personally been at one convention with you, and Brendan hadn't. So, but thank you.
What was that? I didn't hear that. What was that?
again louder.
I for sure knew that Lisa hadn't answered it yet.
I have
Microphone went up really
I
quick.
don't remember what I said.
You know what? This is not, like, the trees that speak to me emotionally are probably not what I would be, which is appropriate for my life. I'm like, I always think I look like that, and then I put those clothes on, and I'm like, oh no. No, stop that right now. I think I would be a palm tree, because they survive hurricanes by learning how to bend and then drop nuts on assholes' heads.
That's a perfect tree for you. Trees are my spirit animal.
Drop some nuts. I don't know. I'd probably be a bush of some kind. To state the obvious.
Shrubbery.
I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what I said last time, but it was really good and smart.
I think you'd be a Christmas tree.
Aw, thank you. I love that. Christmas tree, final answer.
That's not
What?
You get thrown out.
Was it wrong? Blame me, because I fucked that up. I'm sorry.
That answer has been used before.
Fuck them! She's the original Christmas tree.
Who said it?
Tyler Johnson.
Oh, fuck Tyler. And you can tweet that shit at him.
His reasoning was that you bring a Christmas tree into your house for a couple of weeks and then you throw it away.
Oh, like a dirty hoe. He's wrong. He's missing the joy of Christmas.
I was thinking because of the sparkle.
Tyler, come on. Tyler's the little buddy. We love Tyler. But I'm the fucking Christmas tree. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello. So my question is actually inspired by Kim when you played Ensign Lindsay Ballard in Star Trek. Now that we have 2 Star Trek series on the air soon, my question is to all of you. If you could play a Star Trek species, what would you play?
This is already hard.
No, but this is like right up my alley.
Okay, good. Lisa's gonna pick my answer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm such a fan of the Star Trek.
Yes,
show. I literally just heard about that. I was like, are you excited about Star Trek? Isn't it so good?
I was like, no, I don't know. I'm just kidding. I know what it is. I just don't know it. So she's gonna pick. What species am I?
I hate it when you look at me so hard.
I would keep you human. Actually.
They don't like that answer. They don't like that answer.
Or a Ferengi.
One person liked that answer. What was the second one?
Ferengi.
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 Just because I
Do we like that better?
better?
No, nobody likes that. They're picky motherfuckers.
Well, what would you give Briana?
Yeah.
I know what I would choose for me.
A Delta, maybe.
What?
A Delta?
Even I don't know what that is. What's that?
In the original motion picture, she was Ensign Violet?
Yes.
Oh, that's why. I'm so from the TV show.
Oh, okay.
The creatures created on this show are the ones that I probably would know the best.
What would you be, Lisa?
Klingon. I
I like that.
mean, right? I mean, Klingon.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like the
Kim would be a
warriors.
Vulcan?
I would
I'd be a
say
Vulcan.
Kim would be more of a
I would be a Vulcan.
Vulcan.
All right, you want my Star Trek story? Okay. So the Star Trek series after Voyager, at this point, Rick Berman and Brandon Braga liked me. No.
Empowered. And I think that's great. I think it's great, and I love.
You're mansplaining.
No.
Stop.
Okay.
Just stop and listen.
Okay.
Okay. If I give you another opportunity like that right now,
Yes.
your ego will turn you into an asshole. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules.
Why would you think that?
Because you're listening to TSA agents and Tim Horton people.
Yes, and they are adamant about. They said they had a question for me to ask you, and they said, would you do the dance that I animated from a couple months back? Would you recreate the dance? They said that would be fun.
I need a.
Do you have the soundtrack?
I can recreate it. Acapella. Ready?
I don't
Do it.
Wait, hang on a second. Like, hold on a second, just put your ears for a second.
Whatever you need.
We've agreed to really kind of nurture his independence, right?
I want him to get better. I want him to be a better person
I
than he
think
is
he's
now.
supportive in this moment.
These are my mentors. So whatever you decide,
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna follow suit.
Have you seen the dance?
Yeah.
You can come.
I'm actually going to record the live.
Oh, okay. All
version.
right.
Isn't that what?
Okay.
Somebody pull it up. Somebody pull it up.
I think we need to give this to him.
I need to give this. I need to give this to Lisa, and therefore him.
I think we need to give this to Gabe. He's come a long way. Cozy. Out of the closet.
He did come from backstage to the microphone.
Many steps. Many steps. All the way.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, I need a. Nobody has a.
We start straight up.
He said he was doing it a cappella.
Isn't that, yeah?
Womp 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 womp. Keep going. Womp 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 womp. Another 2-3 minutes. Womp womp womp. Yay!
Oh, that was great.
I'm proud of you. I enjoy the assertiveness.
Right.
I enjoy the creativity.
Thank you.
I do not enjoy the fact that you didn't come out without coffee. So fix that next time.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, thank
I'm
you.
so sorry. Okay, all right, thanks guys.
Dave Tigerman, everyone.
I got it on camera, guys.
It's funniest.
Oh my God. Gabe needs to be on, but Gabe's always busy.
Gabe needs his own show.
Gabe needs to be on the
He is
podcast.
so funny.
Gabe, will you come in our closet next time?
He said, I'm busy. That
Very
little
busy
fucker's
man.
dead. Oh God, I love it.
Hi. I got plans.
I first want to say thank you for being strong women, powerful role models on TV and off TV. And then I had a question, but now I'm nervous because Lisa Berry, I was going to ask if you'd sing for us.
I support that question.
There's no, her face was down here, but I was looking at her, she just went this. Not a muscle moved except for her eyes just.
And her lip has started to sweat a little bit.
I'm getting that Whitney
Upper
Houston
lip.
sweat,
Yeah.
you know?
It's cute.
I call that
Working for
my
you.
Jensen Ackles.
Oh, Jensen, okay.
I get that when he's around.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I'm
Why are you doing that? That's what I do when I go, I'm peeing right now. Just a slow pee. Yeah, get that pictures. Get it, Krista. Brianna's really on the floor again. Oh, Brianna.
My hand is shaking.
Yes.
See it? It's shaking.
My mouth is.
It's a real thing, man. I sing for Jesus, and now you guys are asking me to sing with
It
you
doesn't
guys.
matter. It doesn't matter if you sing for Jesus. It doesn't matter if you sing for money. Singing is a vulnerable state, and it makes you fucking nervous no matter who you are.
I would also like to point out that sometimes when you sing for Jesus, you end up in a situation where you get to let other people know who Jesus is.
I'll take it. I love you. I love you too. I love you guys because you're the hardest audience to say no to. So, God bless. God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great question.
And thank God you don't say no.
I love all you, but my question is for Lisa. Lisa, if do you think if Billy had the choice, she'd prefer to stay deaf or go back to being a wrangler?
Oh, be deaf. Oh, yeah. That's like, would you like to make more money or go back to making less? You know, would you like to have more power or less? I'll always take the more. I'll always take the more. Yeah, I'm going with sticking with deaf. Sticking. Dang.
Hey, Haley.
Hi, friends. So, I was wondering if you could tell us about any new projects.
Shut up! What are you doing?
Like magnets, Kim, or cartoons.
Okay, all right.
Or those kinds of projects.
She was at the PJ party last night. So I was like, secrets! Magnets, go
That
Kim.
wasn't even a
Go.
project. That wasn't even, okay, no, cartoons. Maybe people don't know what you're doing.
Okay, so I do have I have 2 cartoons that I'm working on. One of them is currently out. It is called Chip and Potato. It is on Netflix USA. It is perfect for little preschool ones. I'm the mom. I'm a mama pug. I know.
I'll watch it.
I say funny mom things. And then the other one I work on, I don't think I'm allowed to talk about quite yet, but I don't want to say anything because I don't want to get in trouble. But we just finished recording it. I think we did 23 episodes of that, and it will. Cartoons take a really long time, much longer than live action television. So I recorded all 23 episodes. They just started the animatics on it, so it'll probably be out in like 6 months. And I'll let you know. Yay!
Yay!
I have smart-ass magnets.
I love.
I don't know. I created an alter ego. I created 2 alter egos because I'm a Gemini. So I have 2 alter egos. Maud, Lynn. Started because I was tweeting uninspirational quotes, and so they become magnets thanks to the help of Lisa, who has made them all. Now, Lisa Vaughn.
Not me.
Where's?
Not me.
Yes. My last name just left her last name. Yes, Lisa V58 is basically doing all the job. But on Zazzle, Maud and Lynn's shop, you can buy them absolutely every penny that Zazzle doesn't take. We're sending to Shane's Inspiration, who makes playgrounds accessible for all physical abilities and mental abilities. And Lisa's got other stuff she's working on.
I'm not allowed to talk about any of it.
Oh, you can't talk about any of it?
Can't talk about any
Never
of it.
mind. Lisa's the most working motherfucker up here, and you can't know any of it, so shut up.
But I'm doing okay.
Yeah,
I'm
there you
doing
go.
okay.
That's right, that's right.
But I'm doing okay.
Doing okay. You'll see her again. You'll see her again.
Ladies,
Hi.
how was it?
So
They made me sing, Rob. They made me sing.
Awesome. That's good. Sorry, I missed that. I'll have to check it out on the YouTube.
I was very nervous.
On the interwebs. Ladies and gentlemen, Briana Buckmaster, Kim Rhodes, and Lisa Mary, give it up! Bad girl, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad girl, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad girl, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad girl, what you gonna do? What are you going to do when they come for you? Well, hey everybody, that concludes our on-stage time today. However, there's still, well, I know I've got photographs happening, and Richard Spade is going to arrive at some point, and I'm going to take pictures with him. We have CDs for sale out in the merch room, Mike is telling me. We got CDs and albums and t-shirts and all fun, loud and swing stuff. Check that out. Tonight's karaoke. So have a blast. We'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning. Thank you so much.
Small part because Kate Mulgrew, when I was on the show, wrote to them and went, get this girl on the show before someone else hires her. Like, she really championed me. So I was Rick Berman and Brandon Braga's original, obviously they moved on, but their original first choice for the role of the Vulcan. And so they brought me in from a screen test and bunch, but the two of them sat down with me and they were like, here's why you're our girl. They said, and nobody knows this, but now you're gonna know it because it's straight from the horse's mouth and I didn't sign an NDA. Vulcans do have emotions. They just are not aware that they have emotions. And the trick to playing emotion as a Vulcan is to feel it so deeply and to not show it. He said, you have so much emotion, it reads in your eyes even when your face is completely still. And that's what we want. And that's why I love the android characters, the Vulcan characters, the ones that still you see their passion and you see them like, nope, I'm not feeling anything. I'm fine. If fine is a thing. I'm not even really attached to being fine. Because I don't feel anything. And yet, you see it. So I would be a fucking Vulcan because you would not be able to keep me down.
Ooh, Borg. I could do Borg for Briana.
I thought Borg.
I was actually like, a little half starboard Borg, you know, like a 7 kind of character.
It's so true.
Because I really want to see your face, is why I'm like human or something that I can still see your face.
Borg, cyborg.
That's me.
That's her final answer.
Yeah, Queen of the Borgs, though. Hi,
Hello. So with all hell breaking loose, literally, this coming season, I feel like, you know, things.
Why? What's happening?
I heard that stuff's gonna be going down.
Do you know? What have they told you? Am I dead yet? What do you know? What show am I on? Did they tell you? Am I going to be on this season?
I was thinking, anyway, for if there was the possibility, because I think Baby's like super overdue for a girls' weekend. Because she's been hanging out with 2 dudes for 14 years. So I'm thinking if you ladies get the keys, which I don't think it's going to be too hard, in case of being a pretty girl, and there you go. Where are you taking her? What are you doing?
Jensen would kill me.
But
I don't care what the script is. I don't care if they're both in Austin, Texas. The second I walked up and I'd probably get all the way into the car, and I'd put the keys in, and I'd hear, wait a minute! And he would magically appear and be like, not happening. So my answer is I value my life too much to imagine me driving Baby anywhere, because that is Jensen, baby.
Yeah, but when Jensen was like, get in the car, I was like, don't fuck with me. You don't just touch baby and get in baby. It's like a black girl's hair. You don't just touch it without permission. I needed a lot of reassurance. And it was like, get in there! And I was like, are you sure? And then I was like, yeah. And so I got in there, and then I got pictures.
Because you were a fan of the show before you were on the show, right? I remember you telling me that.
Where would you take baby? You'd fucking take baby.
Well, listen, I don't know if you guys have sat in baby, but she has been sat in a lot. So she's not that comfortable anymore. So I would take her to the store, I get some snacks, and then I come the fuck home. Because I'm not sitting in that fucker for more than an hour. Now, that being said, I have another hilarious, I know you asked a question, but I'm not going to answer it. The stories of Jensen, because Jensen does have like a weird ownership over that car. I remember showing up, I've told the story before, on set, because I was really bad at drawing a gun from my holster. So the next season I was on, I went to set and asked Robin if I could borrow a holster so I could practice, and a prop gun. And Jensen and Jared were shooting a baby scene, and I just went on set to like watch and say hi. And then Jensen's like, Buckmaster, get in! And so he's like, get in, hide in the back seat, and then when I say my final line, which is whatever it was, then you pop up and do whatever you want. And I, of course, this is how Jensen works. He's always just like, when people are there to like make funny jokes with him, he's like, fun, okay, let's play. He's like a little puppy dog. And so I got in the back seat, and then he says his last line, says, so what do you think, Amberlynn? And then I pop out of the back seat and I go, who's next?
Yeah.
And then I proceed, and then Jared immediately loses it. And then I just head dive over the front seat of baby, down, briefly touch both of their penises. They gave me consent, it's okay. And then start talking about french fries that I found on the floor. And then Jensen loses it, he gets out. So I won the scene. I think I won baby, actually. Anyway, Jensen gets baby. It's fine. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. I'm a big fan of the podcast. You guys are doing a great job with that. Love it. I was wondering if you guys would ever talked about or discussed doing like a live podcast or something where listeners could like.
You shut up, Briana.
What?
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up. Shut your face. Shut up.
Maybe? Maybe final answer. Thank you so much for your question. I didn't say anything.
Shut up.
You're the one that was fucking
Shut
blabbing at the
up.
PJ party.
Really don't worry, and shut the fuck up.
If you guys want to know secrets, come to the PJ party. Or Kim will go, I'll tell you something. That's how you learn all the secrets of Supernatural. Just come to the PJ party. Or Kim's like, I'm good at sharing but not sharing. Here's my soul. Yes. Thank you so much.
And thank you for listening.
Yes.
Hi, ladies. I wanted to say I started listening to you guys' podcast about a month ago, so I'm not even close to most way through. Has Lisa been on it yet?
No.
Not yet.
When is that?
No, she has
The
not.
problem is, we genuinely, I'm not fucking around. We record in my closet. So that means you need to be somewhere in the vicinity of Los Angeles. Now, I do have the capacity to record via Skype, but it doesn't sound very good because I'm not a great sound engineer yet. So, yeah, we gotta figure out how to do Skype or get you into my closet.
Ready and willing.
I love that. And I know that about Will. And you really
I
will
love
be
the podcast.
the perfect person on that podcast. The thing about our podcast is that Kim and I are oversharers. We just are, and we're really comfortable with that. And we're really comfortable with sharing with each other and with you. And not everybody is like that. And we are respecting other people's boundaries. And if anybody came to me and was like, I really want to talk about this on your podcast, I'd be like, fuck yes. But we don't want to invite our friends who we know and love, who you guys know and love, to come and feel maybe slightly obligated to overshare like Kim and I do. Lisa, I know the three of us have very intense conversations on the regular, so I know that she would be ready and willing. But there's, at this point, there's very specific people that we would invite into the closet.
Yeah.
Mostly we just want to keep them comfort.
For their comfort,
Yeah.
not for our taste.
Yeah.
There's no editing going on, and I know people love to hear other contributors step in. The other thing is our time, like it really is, okay, I have 2.5 hours when my child is not in the apartment, and the closet is...
And I'm in LA for like 2 weeks at a time. So we record 17 episodes in 2 hours, so we don't actually have a ton of time.
Yeah.
We're getting
Lisa's in LA and Briana's in LA. You'll hear an episode.
It'll happen. Heard, yes. Thank you. Hello.
Hi. I was wondering what was the most fun and/or challenging scene you've ever had to do on the show?
The first scene, I think, I'm saying with Lisa, is like, which was the donut scene that I shot with Jensen. It was the most challenging because I was new to working in television, and so I was really nervous. I was on the show for the first time, meeting these dudes who were fine looking, and so I was really nervous, which Jensen loves to tell the story of me being a total professional and not breaking when he was trying to make me laugh, and I was just worried about getting fucking fired. But it was also really fun for me because I was worried. I was just showing up to try to do my job because I needed money because I was pregnant, and the whole crew was coming up to me all day telling me how funny they thought I was. And if you know me, there is no greater compliment. This is what I daydream about. When people are like, I wonder what you daydream about. It's never about like dudes. It's never about, well, sometimes about food. Usually it's about funny ways to make my friends laugh. So the greatest joy is for somebody to say, you were so fucking funny in that scene. So that was the greatest day for me on set.
That's a good one. I'm not prankable. Nobody pranks me on that show, and I hear so much about the pranks.
Me neither. No,
I don't get the pranks, but that's okay. But I too was very nervous my first day because a lot of times when you see and hear people singing on TV or in movies, it's to a track, and mine was not. I had to sing it live, and so when you're singing it live, you're kind of like, I don't know. Because it still feels very, I'm such a theater baby where it's like, anytime I'm in front of an audience, I don't care if you can cut, and we can say, oh, we'll take it back. I'm very much like the consummate performer who's just like, no, you need to know, you need to be ready, you need to be able to do it. And I was just like, okay, I know the key and I can stay in the key. Because it's a cappella and I haven't really sung in a really long time, but I said I could do it, so I'm going to do it. But it's not, it was more nerve-wracking, and then once the singing part of it was over, and we're like, okay, we're moving on, we're going to get it from the other end of the scene, it was like, great. Then I could finally just relax a little bit, because even though I sing here with you guys, that's not what I do. That's not my forte, that's not where I feel comfortable. So for me, the minute the singing part was done, I was like, whew, we can relax. Because that I just like to do in, the shower and singing with Jesus. But you guys are the hardest audience to say no to. So I catch myself singing a lot more than I usually do, which I love. But that nerve really bubbled up the first time. And it was like working with Jared for the first time and Phil. And so I was just like really, really nervous because it was like, and go. I was like, fuck. Are we gonna be, how much of the song would you like? Oh, just go, we'll tell you when we'll cut. And you're just like, great, that's how I love it.
I wanted you to say.
That's exactly what I wanted you to say.
Oh, so no power? I have no power in this situation? Awesome. Cool, I'm really good with that.
That's my answer.
I don't know. That's why I'm going last. When you say that, so the first thing that springs to mind is honestly, what was the hardest scene for me? I've had some challenges physically, just because the old gray mare's ain't what she used to be, so sometimes when they're asking me to move without making noises fast, like then you jump up, I'm like, I'm gonna stop you right there. Oof, no. All the way up? No. I'll stop halfway up and I'll go, oh God, and then I'll keep going. So I've had physical challenges, Jody, but I think the hardest thing I did was stand in the freezing cold, and they asked me, they were like, it's really, really cold outside, but do you think you'd grab a coat after you saw your son eat your husband? It's like, nope, would not have grabbed a coat. So I was standing outside in 33-degree weather and having to imagine what it would sound like hearing my child die again. And that was rough. But also hard in a really, really good way, because those are the moments that I as an actor live for, where I just have to reach so deep, I'm digging into another lifetime to pull it out and share it with you to tell a story. So I think it was both my hardest and one of my favorite moments. Thank you. So there, see, I answered that other question that I skipped last time. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Hey guys.
Oh, hi.
How's it going?
Gabe Tigerman, everyone. If you don't know, Gabe Tigerman is actually our intern.
Yes, it's one of my job titles when not acting. I serve as an intern for the Wayward.
Illustrating.
Yeah, I do a lot of illustrations for when Scouts Yell is busy or needs a break.
Yes, yes.
And I've been hearing a lot of buzz from people who are saying, "Oh, when's he gonna do some more illustrations?" And would you respond to all that buzz? That I was hearing, I mean, I heard it at the airport.
Gabe, who did you hear it from, Gabe?
The TSA people, all of them. It was a row of them. And then I was at Tim Hortons, and they said, never
Okay,
mind.
so here, I'm going to stop you right there, Gabe.
What?
My concern about you, and we discussed this in your last performance review.
Yes.
Your ego. So, I don't want to tell you this in a public venue, but apparently I have to. I would not be a good employer if I was not fostering the care and evolution of you as a full human being.
Which I appreciate.
I know you do. I'm talking right now. I'm talking. Thank you. Okay. So, if...
And you're great.
Calm down, Gabe.
Women should be